Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. An autopsy is the name given to a medical examination of a body once a person has passed away. Sometimes the autopsy is undertaken to ascertain the reason for death, the cause of death, particularly when a person or a young person passes away suddenly. Then we find that it is fairly normal practice for an autopsy to take place. Alternatively, an autopsy may occur for research purposes or other scientific reasons. As it's very common in our community for this practice to occur, it's therefore very important for us to consider an autopsy and this process in light of the Quran and Sunnah and in light of Islamic teachings. The first thing to say is that the Prophet ﷺ has encouraged us to hasten with the funeral and the burial of our deceased. The reason being is that the deceased is on a journey or is continuing in his or her journey into the afterlife. And once they pass away, the chapter on the dunya has closed and the chapter of the akhirah is to open. So the time between the person passing away and their burial is to be as short as possible to ensure that they can smoothly transition into the afterlife. The longer the delay is between the passing away of the person and the burial, the longer there is in terms of a delay in the questioning of the grave commencing. So they are effectively in limbo in that time, and so therefore it's encouraged to hasten with the funeral prayer as quickly as you can. The autopsy very often will take quite a long time, and therefore this is one of the reasons why it's contrary to Islamic teachings. Another reason that an autopsy is contrary to Islamic principles is because the body is considered a trust from Allah, and it is a responsibility that we all have to look after our bodies whilst we are alive, and it is our responsibility to preserve the body of a person after they have passed away. We are not permitted to, of course, we wouldn't do this anyway, but we are not permitted to break bones, cut a person, to pull hair out or anything, or to mutilate the body in any way, shape, or form after a person has passed away. And so all autopsies, as far as possible, should be avoided to ensure that the body remains intact and is in a perfect position to proceed into the next life. Another reason or factor to consider is that there is a connection between the human body, the physical body, and the soul. Some commentators have mentioned that the body feels all of the things that occur to it even after passing away. And if a body therefore undergoes surgery and mutilation after death, then there is still that connection with the soul, and it could therefore affect that as well.